All right. So my question was, what would be a situation that you had to make peace with? It can be a hypothetical one. Um, Anything other than death.
Oh, well, I think kind of like one thing you said was your past. Like you said in the video, you know, we make decisions. There are consequences of our decisions, and you can't go back in time and change it.
Hello, gentlemen and gentlemen. This is the Hero Journey with Dr.D here to encourage, to motivate, to inspire, and to educate, helping you get beyond your first move and to create better mindset today. That's right. Try and create a better mindset today. Ah. Ah. If you find any value in this content, how about you help me help you so we can help others? How, you may ask? By giving me thumbs up. Give me some thumbs up, commenting, sharing. Because when you do that, what you really do, you help the algorithm kick my information out, mature it out to other people who may be in need, and it helps me stay encouraged and stay on the air. And more than anything, it helps me. You organically help build with me, make it better tomorrow, today. Yes, make it better tomorrow, today. All right, all right, all right. Where is my stuff? Where's my Oh, I got it. Resituate. Right. Make my stuff set, right? Let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. Ooh. All right. Tonight, you know what it is. You know what it is. It's the recap, the update, and the Q&A. But before we get started, let me take care of some household business. Let me open up the chat line. Let me know if I sound too muffled, sounding too distant away, or just talking too doggone fast. Because that happens from time to time. So, I got the comment section open. Sounds good. Now, I left the other one, but... All right, good. Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, in and out. Well, I started something different. So today, I got the chat line open. Let me put a invite into the chat. So therefore, when I get the Q&A section for those who are coming in, don't hesitate. Come on in. Give us your 2 cents. Maybe you may take back a nickel. You may earn a nickel if you give us 2 cents. All right. So first thing we'll do, we start doing the recap, the update, the Q. Recap. All right. So the recap of today's video of accepting accepting what you cannot change. That's really big, short amount of time. And we're gonna have a discussion about that. I'm gonna ask a couple of questions, but the video I did previously, I covered just a couple of points. And I'm just gonna do a summary of the couple of points that I did uncover in the video. And what we did, we talked about accepting what you cannot change. That's a big topic. And in very little time, it's broad. It can go from health to relationships, relationship to situations, and even to move, job transition or being without a job, home transition or being without a home, relationship transition or being without a relationship, or health and being without good health. And the thing is I did three things. I covered just three brief topics, and we're gonna discuss some things tonight about first thing you do. What do you do? What do you do when you're accepting? How do you accept the situation when you can't change it? I stated these three things. First, you make peace with it. Second, you embrace it. And thirdly, you cultivate your faith. First, you make peace with it. Second, you embrace it. And thirdly, you cultivate your faith. Okay. You make peace with it. Why do you make peace with it? Because you can't change it. You can tolerate it. You can adjust it. You can actually make things more comfortable. And sometimes you can change situations, but for some situations you cannot change. It's death. Death you can't change. You can't change. David said in the Bible, he said when his son was dying, and his son was really sick, and he prayed, he fasted, sat off, and he didn't eat for days and days. And then he came, and then he said, just to recap, I said the three things I talked about was make peace, embrace it, as well as you cultivate your faith. Those are the three things that I discussed in the video, and I said you make peace with it. And I used a reference from the Old Testament. I talked about King David, and we all familiar, whether you're a Bible scholar or you're not, you know something about the Bible, but everybody kind of, sort of knows something about King David. He's a man after God's own heart. But what happened is that he had this baby, and the baby was sick, and he prayed and fasted. He tried to turn God's heart to make maybe the baby survive the illness. But when he realized that the baby wasn't surviving the illness, when they came to saw him, he said, "Is the baby dead?" He said, "Yeah, the baby dead." Okay, wash his face, give him some food. And then the servant said, "Well, sire, the baby dead. That's how you respond." So listen, I cried, I prayed, I prayed. That went out food. But hopefully, I was hoping I may be able to change God's heart or change the situation. But since I can't change the situation, listen, he won't come back to me, but I'm going to go change. And I'm at peace with that. Give me some chicken and dumplings. He didn't say chicken and dumplings. He probably said, give me some lamb and some unleavened bread. I don't know. But so what he did, he made peace with the situation that he could not change. Now he tried. How many situations do we start and we try to change? And we do what we change, turn, and then we can't change it. And that's what he goes to say, let go and let God. I mean, you do what you can do, what he's put in your ability to do. But sometimes you just need to let go. You do what you can do it mentally, physically, spiritually. You do what you can. But in certain situations, you make peace with what it is. You make peace with it. And then the second thing I said, you embrace it. So you embrace what it is. Make peace, embrace. Thirdly, cultivate your faith. I didn't say build. I didn't say build faith. I said cultivate. Cultivate your faith, meaning that we all have a little bit of faith. And whatever faith that you do have, then you need to build that. So hopefully you can build where you are. Some people have bigger faith than others. But wherever faith you have, cultivate it. And don't let anybody take away your faith and your belief that you can be better. Your belief that you can be an overcomer. Your belief that you don't have to be miserable in the midst of misery. Don't let anybody take away your faith. People on the exterior try their best to move, but only a strong man, a strong woman can stand still based on their foundations, their belief. Some people have bigger beliefs though. But if you got a little bit, stay hold tight to it and cultivate. What does cultivation mean? Anybody know anything about planting or gardening? You have to cultivate the soil. You have to cultivate it so you can grow. So if it's one seed, you cultivate it, you water it, you put fertilizer on that area so that it can blossom. Because you're trying to put faith by works is dead being alone. So therefore you try to put work behind your faith. And you try to build stuff and move up so you can look and you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. All right. All right. All right. All right. All right. That is my. That is my summary. Okay, so that's my summary. So now we are going into just to stay on task. And one of my compadres tried to tell me I need to stay on task. So my format is, for those who who come in on the first time, this is Hero's Journey with Dr.D. And tonight we are doing a recap, update, and a Q&A. The first part of the subject matter, I talked about accepting what you cannot change. Now the second part, I'm doing an update. And the third part, I open up the lines and we do the Q&A. And we have a discussion about whatever's on your heart, and as long as it connects with the subject we talk about right now. And if you're looking for a way to get in, I will send another guest link into the chat, and you can pop in. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Yeah, give me just hand clap. Yes. All right. So here's my update. Here is my update. Update is that we do another video, and my video next week. I'm doing a video pertaining to identity. It could be identity crisis. I have not pinpointed the exact title, whether it's catchy or the keywords are effective. But we're dealing with identity and how some people just fake. But is it fake or the Memorex? For those who are not dated like me, Memorex is a cassette tape that people. Yeah, no. But is it fake or is it real? Is it real? I mean, are we fake? Are we real? Or are we just living what we see? Or have we really found our real person, our personality? Have we developed it? Are we developed based on a model, connected what we are, or are we just living an imitation? So I'm gonna discuss a little bit about that. Still trying to put together the melting pot. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Yeah. All right. So now my next segment. Next segment is we're doing the Q&A. So for those who are in the chat line who's coming on, I put the link in. Come on, so I can bring it on. Give you 2 cents, so I can. Well, maybe you may make a nickel. But in the meantime, while we're doing the Q&A, let me go through the chat line. Let me go through the chat line and respond to some of the questions. All right, and if anybody's let me know who you are if you come in for the first time, so I can give you a shout out. Because your participation is appreciated. Paul, Tito, I appreciate you. Renee, appreciate you. Phil, I appreciate you. All right. Nevertheless, I don't. I think also she may cuss me out. I left your one, but not sure you'll like it much. Well, it comes with territory. All right. It is what it is. Sounds good evening. All right. Thank you. Yeah, I appreciate the feedback. Let me see if we have any comments. Tell me, am I still in and out? Let me know if I'm still in and out. I tried that. All right. I tried to. Hey, Renee, get. Yep.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. I just see it shiny in. Oh, I see it now. Okay, good. All right. So let me go through the apps. Um, all right. Phil said I tried to make peace, but sometimes folks will take you there like 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 I would take you there like the staple finger. That's true. All right. Okay. Good. Sounds good. Tito, know you're coming in strong. Good. I heard you, Renee. Paula. Oh, good. All right. Hey, Renee, what's going on?
Good evening, journeymen and journeywomen.
Okay. Did you get a chance to look at the video?
Yes, I watched it.
Okay. What's your take? Questions, comments?
No, it's very straightforward. It's clear. Let's see. I know you said accept it, embrace the change. The third one was cultivate. That's the video
Yeah.
you're talking about, right? The three things. No, straightforward.
Right. Make peace with it, embrace it, cultivate your faith. So it's straightforward. So what are situations that give me a situation, it can be hypothetical, that you have to make peace with. That maybe it's you're gonna change it. Other than death.
Ask that question one more time.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah. Can
Give
you
me a
turn your
situation that you had to switch starting the process. Other than death.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you're saying a situation
Can you hear me now?
that you have to accept that you can't change?
Yeah. Okay, was my volume too loud or too low?
Too low?
Was my volume too loud? Okay. Yeah, tell
Too
me.
low?
Talk to me. All right. All right. So my question was, what would be a situation that you had to make peace with? It can be a hypothetical one. Um, anything other than death.
Oh, well, I think kind of like one thing you said was your past. Like you said in the video, you know, we make decisions. There are consequences of our decisions, and you can't go back in time and change it. You know, so it's like you have to forgive yourself for your past ignorance and failures, and like you said, learn from it and move forward. You know, um, yeah. I mean, people often regret the people they let into their lives. You know,
Right.
it seems good at the time, but then you regret giving a person access. All you can do is move forward. So that was a mistake, and move forward. You know.
Yeah. Yeah. You have to make peace with it. Has it been a situation where you try to move forward, but it's difficult? And what would be the thing that made it difficult for you to move forward? Is it you or is it external forces, or is it a mixture?
You said, you said I would make it difficult. Is it myself or what else? What was the other option?
External forces or a mixture of both?
Yeah, I definitely think it's probably a mixture of both. A lot of time it has to do with what's the consequences, living with the consequences, you know, like pursuing the wrong degree, taking out loans to pursue it, then finding, oh, that was a mistake, you know, like myself, if I could do it over again, I wouldn't have got a math education degree. I would have got a pure math degree,
There we go.
and I've had to accept that. In my 20s, I told someone this, I spent a large portion of my 20s chasing fantasies. And as a result, I wasted time that I could have been applying to things that really did matter. But it's like you said, there's nothing I can do about it now, you know? Accept the consequences and, learn from it and I guess make the best of it. So typically, it's kind of like the football game, If the coach does that really big, risky play, if it works, everyone congratulates, oh, that was great. But if it don't work, everybody's like, oh, that was a terrible idea. I think in life sometimes we make plays, and with the results, the consequences, usually what determines if you regret it or not, or how much you regret it. If it works out, oh, that was great. But if it doesn't, then you're like, oh, that was a mistake.
Like the roll of the die. Yes, yes. Oh, man.
Does say that again?
Everything. The roll of the die. You're like, lucky number 7. Lucky number 7. Yes, I got it. And you feel, I'm hot. Keep on blowing on them. And then until you're not hot no more. You ever seen the movies where people, when the person's hot, they say, just blow him. Yeah, he's hot. He's making all the money. And the whole crowd is around. Yeah, he's the man. Until you're not the man.
Yeah.
And then everybody wants to be around the winner. Nobody wants to be around the loser. And then you kind of live with that. Maybe I could have been the winner. No, but I challenge you with this. He's like, if I get the beauty of still living, is you can make right what you did wrong yesterday. Now you may not do it at the rate that you could have did it at an early age, but you still can do it. And my mother went back and she got a bachelor's at 67. But she took a class at 67. And she was thinking about doing masters, but somebody trying to count out some money. So I told her, that's not a good idea to do it on social work. It may have been a good idea, but not online for her. If she needed to be in the classroom for her because it engaged her mind. So the thing. I mean, I like your example. I say, right. It could have been a lot of money lost, but then you say now I shouldn't went for what degree is math? What was it math? What?
The one I did was math education here.
And you say you should have did pure math.
If I had to do it over again, yeah. If I had to do it over again, I would have pursued different degrees and most of them except for one. Yeah.
Yeah, but with the pure math, you still could if it was in you. You still kind of can gradually pick that up. I'm not talking about go full time. Just say take one class a year.
Well, I mean, it's just that I discovered I really didn't want to be a high school math teacher, was my point.
Gotcha.
I enjoyed my math degree. I think it had developed my ability to reason and think. And then I would have gotten to my true loves and passion at the master's level and PhD level. But I knew when I did my student teaching that I didn't want to be in a public school teaching. But I still, I kept beating a dead horse until I couldn't do it anymore. So yeah, but it's one of those things where I just, like you said, I've had to forgive myself and say, well, you know, 'cause you can't go back in time, can't change it. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah. What did we learn for the stuff that we have in our backpack? We can use the information, but I think it's wasted time living in regret. I get there too. I said, man, I should get the PhD in psychology. Oh well, such is life. I'm not going back.
right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
because I see all the perks that are giving. My PhD is human service, postdoc professional counseling. But I see all these other perks that can be given if I have one in psychology. But
Mm.
to each his own. I mean, I can live back there. I'm not going back there. So yeah, yeah, the math, yeah, we'll revisit that one. Let's go to the comment. What's up, William? How you doing? Willie Stokes. Yeah, minute, just keep it. You got a person on stream now, William Stokes. He has a YouTube channel on Instagram as well called what is it called? Will keep a minute in. He does a whole bunch of clips, a whole bunch of different videos, and they're literally 1 minute long, and they're good, and they're really good. They're powerful insights. They're powerful insights. You got a little pocket up there. Yeah, yeah. Okay, but let's go through and pick the pick. Okay, okay. Hey, Renee, how's my picture coming across?
Yeah, it's actually it's good. Actually, you know what I do? There's a delay. I'm gonna switch to my tablet because I notice when I do it on the tablet, there's no delay.
Okay,
So hold on, I'm
all
gonna
right.
see if that changes it. Hold on, I'm switching my tablet. Hold on. My tablet.
Let me go through this. Uh, I will die. I have to change this particular one. Yeah, yeah. Uh, I think I know what you're talking about, Paul. Outside. All right. Philip said, I tried to make. I definitely did this already. All right. Go through it. All right. All right. Ooh. I'm gonna cut this down. Damn. It's weird. Let's go. Yeah. All right, people. I think Renee, you come back on when you get your stuff set up. All right. So I'm going down here. All right, going to the comment section. Those people want to know. All right. Will says but Phil says that was I don't know. I missed it. Tito says I use each situation to make a better me. Phil said that was a great explanation. Example, Renee, in life we make plays. I agree. In life we make plays. If it worked out, we say that was great. And if it does not, then you all know the rest. All right. How's it now?
Okay, sound is good. I'll see if there's a delay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
I'll
yeah,
see. I see
the delay is gone now.
Oh, good. And William says that we should be lifelong learner. Uh, and Bill said, I've learned. Let's put it on the screen. Read it for me, Renee.
I've learned not to beat up on myself about past decisions. Think about it. We sometimes make decisions based on information or circumstances available at that time. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. That was
Yeah.
Phillips.
Yeah, that's Phillips. All right. That's good. All right.
Yeah,
So,
you go back. But I also
oh,
see that's why I've come to appreciate good parents. You know, good parenting. You know, they make mistakes. They do, and they teach you. You know, um, how not to make the same mistakes and regret. You know.
Yeah, and they teach you through their actions, or are they deliberately teaching you, or the accidentally teaching you, or both?
Yeah, I think both. I think it's good when, like, for example, if I had a son and he was growing up and wanted, I would teach son, let's take time to really figure out what you want to do before you just go to college undecided, take out a bunch of loans, and you're not even sure what you. Which is what I realized I should have done. I could have saved a lot of money, um, but let's figure it out first. That would be one way he could learn from my mistakes. Because I can't change it. I can't go back in time and say, "Hey, Renee, you're not going to really want to be an engineer or a math teacher. You're thinking that, like Philip said, you think that now, but you're not going to be. So let's not take out loans trying to be that. So your kids can learn from your mistakes and not so they don't have the same regrets. You know,
Right.
because you can't change it. You know,
You can't go back in time.
right?
Yeah, you can't live your life looking in the rearview mirror. All you do is
Yeah.
get in an accident.
hmm There'd be a number of people. If I go back, there'd be a few people I would tell myself, avoid that person. It's not
Yeah,
going to go the way
yeah,
you
I
think.
guess same thing.
Avoid
Yeah,
her. Huh?
yeah, but a lot of times, I think a lot of
But
times
then,
if you
but
didn't have
now
that talent,
there's some people I'd say, Renee, marry her. Yeah, there's a few people I'd be like, Renee, you're going to meet this particular person at this time, marry her. Go ahead. It's gonna, yeah. But then there's some people I tell, hey Renee, you're gonna meet this person. She's bow-legged. She's this, that. Her name is this. Just avoid her. It's gonna just be a lot of pain and suffering. Just you know. But like you said, I can't change the past.
drama can't change the past.
Yeah.
They say,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And you be like this. You be like, man, this ain't working. Be like, awkward. I mean, nothing, nothing's happening. It don't change. Oh, okay. I'm backtrack on Will. His Instagram was YouTube called "It's in it for a minute." In it for a minute. It's in the chat if y'all want to check it out. In it for a minute. Um. Oh wow. I think you're gonna check it out right now, Renee. Uh, and yeah, and welcome, William, to our group. And hopefully we increase and we'll bring more people in. If not, to stick your head in to say, hey, uh, and the comment and chat section will come on board. It's always appreciated when we have more people on the dialogue. Um, let me keep on. Any more? I've learned to beat up on myself. We said that. Any more questions in the chat, the comment? But what Renee was saying was good, and is good. We can't go back in time, but we can learn from our mistakes. We can learn from things that we have encountered. And I'm one to believe that it's really a mistake. It was not your first objective. It was not your first objective. And it definitely was not your first goal. But was it really a mistake? It or was it a part of the path and the journey? So if it's part of the path and the journey, what you can take, like Renee just stated, is that you can take the information that's obtained from that situation, and you can pass it on. Because is what you really experience for you, or is what the person left behind? I mean, yeah, is it really for you, or is it for the person that comes behind you, or right beside you, somebody that needs it more than you? I mean, you can expose and get information to them because you experienced it and you dealt with it. All right, let me see. I think somebody comment in the comment section. When you got anything to say? Uh, Bill asked us, "Will you have anything to say? Anything comment on the subject matter?" I guess they come up in the chat section. Um, Hey, Renee, I think it may have you ever been thinking about going back to the pure math again?
Going back to get my what?
Pure math. You know
No,
the
I've no, no.
no no no.
Once I finish this last math, I'm done with school.
I, okay, so when you going back?
I'm gonna try to go back in August, finish these last 4 classes, and then that's it. No more degree. By the grace of God, no more degrees for me. I'm done.
That last was a good one. That last was a good one. If you get them, that's a good one.
Yeah, I
That's
mean, I would have done this a long time ago. This is my passion, my love. But like I said, I can't go back and change the past, so I just have to. I'm gonna finish this last degree, and then that'll be that. You know.
it's interesting how things work. We feel that things would have turned out differently. Now I think they probably would if we had a better guide,
Mhm.
a better guide. When I was younger, I always had and it's faulty. And I said, man, why can my dad be like Bill Huxley on the Cosby Show? You know, why can't he be like, because he wasn't Cleve Huxtable. I mean, he wasn't. He was Leon James. I mean, and my father did the best he could with what he had, and he did a decent job. Now, is my objective and my goal is to eat the meat and spit out the bone. I need to get the stuff that he did that was good, harness it, all the other stuff, learn from it, and I can see myself shifting to him in certain capacity. And I know certain areas I just don't won't go there. But then that's when I come out. And so, you have to learn from situations. I mean, and today, I just went. Oh, I went to a funeral today, and maybe reflect. And somebody too, Renee. Are you frozen?
But yeah, I'm frozen. Can you hear me?
Is- Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. So,
Okay, yeah.
teacher want
The
to,
picture.
yeah, yeah, Che, doc. You hear me?
Yeah, I hear it from the tablet, not from the phone.
Yeah,
But
teacher Warner's younger brother passed.
oh, did he really?
Yeah,
Oh,
I went to the funeral
I
today.
remember him. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, he passed. He woke up. He died in his sleep. Then he got married too. So that was it. It wasn't as if me and Teacher Warner, we go back and we played cards before I got married. I mean, like 10, 15 years. And he always knew Jay since he was 4. And he's 31. So when you see a person that's left, first thing that happens, you get reflective. You start thinking about when you first met the person. Uh, I can't say that I've had extensive involvement. I mean, but he's always been around. But I can say when I knew he was a baby, when he was 4 years old. But so my mind goes back, just like when William had, when Green, my mind goes back 20 years. So and then you come to terms with, say, okay, if change, you say, what can I change? Uh, it- How can I accept this thing that's happening that I cannot change? I have to make peace with it because it is what it is. It's going to be what it's going to be. But what I'm going to do while I'm still here? How will I make my life worth it? How will I make my life matter? They don't have on this plane of existence. They don't have the life to actually to impact anything. All we are impacted by the ones who have left is the memories of them and what they have done. So, so to couple it, say, how do you accept something when you can't change it? You live. Be the better version of yourself. Hey, I'm specifically talking about. I'm specifically talking about death. How do you accept that thing that you cannot change? You keep living. You make sure your life matters. You make sure that when you die, it's empty. Make sure you die and be empty and not half full. Exhaust this thing. Because we only go on this plane of existence once. Then we live again somewhere else. But I can't worry about tomorrow. I got to focus on today. And what can I do today to have a lasting impact of the people who come behind me? I think when you get to a certain age, you start thinking about what's behind you and what can you leave behind you. I think the biggest thing is that how many breadcrumbs can I leave to create a path for the person who comes behind me? And with the breadcrumbs that I leave behind me, will they be going to the ditch or will they be going to a palace? Like King David left, but King Solomon made the palace. He left the roadmap. But can we change situations? No. But what can we change? We can change how we think about things. We can change our perception of the situation, no matter how bad it is. I would say Paula's going through some things, but she keeps an attitude. She keeps a positive attitude as much as she can, which makes things tolerable. And at times she has some choice words, but it keeps a smile. She lives what she can live. She's trying to exhaust this thing. Because that's all we can do, people. Exhaust this thing. All right, so Renee, keep popping on, pop it off. All right, now I have a request of everybody. Renee will probably pop on in a couple seconds. All right, please. I did in and out earlier. I did it in and out. Okay. I'm about to. Any other comments in the chat room? You see anything, Renee?
No, the last one I see was the one you read. What does William have to say? So you read that already. I don't see any other comments other than that.
All right. Any other comments before I'm about to wrap it up? And I have
Huh?
What you about to say, Renee?
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the best thing we can do is live your life for a higher standard than yourself, for something greater than yourself. Live your life for God completely. Live your life for Jesus Christ completely. And I think that will minimize your regret because you're living for something greater than yourself. Not for like the mean, accumulating things and, name brand clothes and car. No, I think, like you said, I agree with you. Live your life to the fullest for God because that's going to count now and in eternity. That'll matter as opposed to just living your life for, creature comforts, name brand clothes and designer watches and cars and houses, commit yourself to something greater for God and for helping people. And like you said, you empty your life out so that at the end, you won't regret, your life mattered.
Right. I think, but even Solomon said, he said, listen, eat, drink, and be merry on this plane. Enjoy, work hard, and play hard. I mean, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, listen, because you only got this one life to live. So I think the biggest thing, you live for God, But I think living for God is living within your purpose. And we live within your purpose, even for the soul who doesn't have fulfillment at the end, they will have a fulfillment whether they live for the creator, not for the creator. If they're living within their purpose, they're living for the creator. They're living to leave an impact the way he'll want them to live it. Now, will they see him again? I mean, that's another question. I don't have a hell of heaven to put nobody in, but I think people who gets the biggest fulfillment in life are the ones who exhaust themselves in what their purpose is. I mean, we can be passionate about a lot of things, but I think once you find your purpose, your passion goes to a whole new level, and it's not even about money. It's not about fame. It's about being effective, and you know
Right.
you're effective when you see. I'm so glad I met you. I'm so glad you done this for me. I was committing suicide, and you didn't know. The thing is, sometimes you don't know what you're doing, but you flow it. And man, Mister Pierre, I was feeling mad, but you came in and you helped me out, and man, and the way you came across just impacted my life. I'll never forget that. That me, I went to Chick-fil-A today, and this little girl, she said, the kids go to my school and they go to church, but little girl about 4 years old. She's like, well, I said, hanging out with mommy. She said, no. She said, yeah. Mommy said, I'm taking her to school too. But what she said is like, yeah, sister's at school, such and such. And then she started walking over to me and she gave me a big hug. I said, I'm gonna have a great day now. She come to my knees and give me a big hug. It's those little things. It's a big hug. I said, I said, oh, I said, oh. Somebody else come in. I heard somebody. Did somebody else come
Hmm?
in?
What'd you
I thought
say?
somebody else came in.
Oh. Hmm.
I thought somebody else came in.
Oh, okay.
I thought
Okay.
somebody else came in. Yeah, yeah, but I hear that. But in any case, so I digressed. I went away, but I think that to fulfill that purpose, and it doesn't have to be big and grandiose. It's about just being who you are and who you're meant to be, and then when you do it, you get the joy, the man. And I think the biggest joy you ever will get in giving is in giving. Ain't no biggest rush because you just to see the change that you have done. That you, yeah, it makes a difference. To me, it makes a difference. So, with that being said, I'm wrapping up. I'm saying I do encourage it. I did my little. I was trying to do my video, my plea for comments, and thumbs up because they have. I said, if you get anything for this comment, please give me thumbs up and comment and sharing because it helps the algorithm. And I know you're listening. I've been stopped a couple of days, a couple of times last week. Where people say, "Hey, I looked at all your stuff." And first thing I asked them, "Did you comment?" No, I didn't. But I've been jealous. I've been sharing. I'm sharing. I mean, the comment helps me out. And what I'll start doing is I'll put uh on these. I'll try to put my Instagram for people to contact me to hit me up, whatever, on there. It's a hero seeks. So, but in any case, I wrap this thing up, and I think it's really good, concise. I won't have that much to cut. All right,
Journeymen and journey
okay.
women.
Any women?
Huh?
All right. Yeah, you're frozen. All right, Renee. Good night.
Good
Night,
night.
Tito, Phil, Will, Paula. All right, baby. All right.
Hey,
Okay.
journeymen, journeywomen. Thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for viewing the video. And just thank you. And how about you help me help you so we can help others? What I mean is giving me thumbs up, commenting, sharing. Then don't forget to subscribe if you find this content beneficial. But when you do that, you organically build with me, you grow with me, and you help me make a better tomorrow, today. Also, you can look up to your left and your right, and you just should see some playlists for purpose-driven material, as well as emotions, and as well as any new videos that I have presented, and I think it may be valuable to you. And you look down below in my comment section or down in my description, and you'll see where you can contact me later if you need a little bit more to get you beyond the first move at heroseeks.org. And if you don't forget anything else, not if you don't forget, if you don't remember anything else from this video, remember this: every day you get up vertical, make it your goal in life to always move forward and never move back, because your life is too important. I believe that you are important. God knows that you are important, so therefore it is. So always look forward and never look back. This is the Hero's Journey with Dr. D. Peace and blessings, and we are out!